Hello, Sagittarius. This is Crow Indigo, Intuitive Tarot. I apologize for the background noise. We are outside in the woods today, and somebody's doing some construction work down the street. Unfortunately, this is the only time I have for recording, so we will just hope that Spirit makes them take a lunch break soon. This is a general reading for the week, Sagittarius. It may not resonate for some of you. If it does, that's great. If it doesn't, tune in next week. Maybe that will be your reading. These are for Sun, Moon, Rising, Sagittarius. And if you're looking for relationship guidance, it's often a good thing to go check your moon sign as well as your sun sign. But let's look at relationship matters today or otherwise. When I was pre-shuffling, the Chariot came out, but I decided it wasn't quite the right card. Let's see if Spirit has any guidance for Sagittarius. Any cards for Sagittarius this week? Thank you to those of you that have subscribed and liked our videos. It really is quite a nice thing to go back online and check the history there and see if folks are finding some value in our readings. Just want to see if I can get one more card for Sagittarius. We have a couple here, but another card for Sagittarius. Spirit, have any Sagittarius messages, guidance for the week for Sagittarius? I'd like to see if there's anything else for Sagittarius this week. I'll try one more. Maybe it's just the two. Oh, there we go. All right. So, Sagittarius, let's see what we have for you. Looks like they have turned off the backhoe for now. We have the Three of Pentacles, and the sunlight is getting very bright now, so let's see if I can get you a picture of the card. Three of Pentacles with the crows in the tree. This is about teamwork and collaboration. It can mean time of early success in a material endeavor. Something that you are working on is starting to see some initial rewards. And that could be from collaboration, or it could just be that it's, an individual project you're working on is starting to get some traction. Oh, sorry. Sorry about that. I just want to see if I can get the light to be a little less aggressive here, because we're not being able to see the cards. It's just such a beautiful day. I wanted to sit out here. We have, the Chariot. I say it popped out when I was pre-shuffling for you, and it's come back again. So I think this is definitely a strong message from Spirit for you this week. Sagittarius in this Chariot. And there is, a sense of movement. There is a sense of possibly conflict and struggle that's going to lead to you being stronger. There may be some moving on, not just movement, not just action, but this sense of moving on, that you are having to face your own aggression is also another potential interpretation here, Sagittarius. So how do we relate these two to each other? We have, some early success, and maybe that's making you a little bit more confident, and you're just feeling, you're sort of surprised to find in yourself this sense of aggression toward your colleagues or your, the folks that you're working with. Perhaps there is this early success, and you're realizing a lot of it's because of what you've done, and that makes you feel, a little bit angry, frustrated that everyone gets the accolades, but you're the one doing the work. And it sort of surprises you that you might react that way, because that's not really who you are. The third card that came out here is the Three of Wands, and that's about looking ahead. It's also potentially about, rapid growth and rapid expansion. Could be an initial completion of a creative idea. You may find, Sagittarius, that this early success in what you're doing, this project you're working on, this art piece that you're creating collaboratively, is getting you a little bit more notice even though you're frustrated that you did so much and other people are getting credit, perhaps, you're starting to make plans and you're starting to see other opportunities, and maybe this collaboration needs to end. Or maybe it just needs to be adjusted. So I think, Sagittarius, there's some sort of confrontation in your week around parts of your personality maybe you aren't always comfortable with, you aren't always aware of, or you consider bad in a way. That's what I'm sort of hearing from Spirit. You don't think you're allowed to be angry. You don't think you're allowed to be demanding of credit where credit is due. And the message I'm getting here is that that is a personal journey of pretty significant value for you. It's really important, I think, Spirit feels you need to sit with that sense of aggression or frustration that's coming out of this week's events and understand that it's okay. You are allowed to be proud of what you've done. You're allowed to want credit for it. And there may need to be some reevaluation and adjustment of this partnership. Either leaving it completely, or I kind of sense just renegotiating the terms between you and your collaborators. That's sort of what I'm sensing here. Sorry, the light is really, the sun is starting to come through the sunlight, the skylights. So my apologies, Sagittarius, this is a little washed out. That's what I have from the tarot. We're going to pull one of these Making Magic cards. Oh, my goodness, okay. That's the one. Came right out. No delay there. Your further message from Spirit is insight. Opens the third eye to strengthen intuition. And that goes really well with the message we got here. You're doubting your right to have certain emotions. And it's really important to understand that you're allowed to have any emotion. We aren't always allowed to act on all of our emotions, but you're allowed to feel things, right? And you're allowed to have intuition telling you what it's telling you now, which is that you maybe need to reevaluate the amount of credit you're getting in a situation for the work that you're doing. So, I think that's it for this week, Sagittarius. I really appreciate you being here. Sorry the light is so contrasty right now. I'm going to have to revise my setup now that the sun has shifted. I hope that there was something here for you of value. If there was, I would love to see your feedback in the comments section. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for liking the videos. Thank you for subscribing. If you haven't already, please consider doing so if it's something you feel moved to do. We really appreciate you being part of our tribe, Sagittarius, and I wish you a wonderful week.